Oh, hey guys. I'm Johnny Stone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the charts, the zodiac charts, how to read them. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and my last video was really cringeworthy. But I'm coming back today to give you guys this one, and hopefully I'll be putting a lot more effort into my YouTube videos. There's just been a lot of planning that's been going on, and well, I know that I said I was probably going to stay in Phoenix, but I moved to Vegas. So, welcome home to me. This is my new apartment here in Vegas, and it's been really nice. I got a lot of stuff going on here. But yeah, so for the most part, I've been a little behind, working more on camming and getting scenes, and working on a little short story as well. But expect a lot more YouTube videos now that I'm stable. So we're gonna jump right into it today. There are two main types of astrology or systems used today: sidereal and tropical. Tropical is what you see most commonly online and used by Westerners. So it's on YouTube, you use it for horoscopes, all that jazz. Sidereal is used by Vedic astrologers or non-Westerners for the most part. The key difference between these two is that tropical astrology is based around an adjusted system that's more aligned with the seasons, while sidereal is based around the actual alignment to the planets, stars, and so on. So when it comes to reading the pie chart with all the crazy symbols on it, there are three key components that you want to remember: the houses, the signs, and the planets. The houses make up sort of a skeletal structure for the chart and are in the same position and placement for everyone. For this chart, we'll be using equal housing, which means all of the houses are proportionate in size, and also it's going to be the Western chart. In the Western chart, the first house always starts on the east horizon, which is the ascendant, and then directly across from that is the west horizon, which is the descendant. But the houses go in order from 1 through 12 counterclockwise on the chart. Each of the 12 houses represents an area of your life. The first house being self, second house values, third house communication, fourth house home, fifth house creativity, sixth house service and health, 7th house, marriage and partnership, 8th house, death and regeneration, 9th house, mental exploration, 10th house, career, 11th house, hopes, wishes, and friends, and 12th house, self-undoing. The next step in reading/understanding the chart is the zodiac signs. The signs are located wherever they were along the ecliptic at the time of your birth. Looking at the chart, you can ask yourself which signs are in ascendant and descendant, for example. Now that we have the houses and we can interpret a little bit of the characteristics of life, or parentheses, in other words, the signs, with the areas of our lives. The final step of reading our charts is our planets. Our planets represent the development of personality and experiences that we go through in life. So now with all three components, you can start to decode your astrological chart. The houses will represent what areas of our life are most important. The signs in alignment will show us the characteristics that stand out the most. And finally, the planets, which shape our personality, are going to be the final product of you. Now that we know all this, what you want to look a little bit more closely at is what's called the foundation planets. The foundation is the strongest underlying of your personality and experiences, and these include the suns, your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant sign, and then the chart ruler. Looking at these, you'll want to find the house and sign position for all of them, except for the ascendant, which will only show the sign. Starting with the sun and moon, which represents the most basic personality traits in oneself, the yin and yang of who you are, if you will. The sun represents your more expressive, physical, or conscious self, while the moon represents more of your subconscious and emotional state. This is the front end and back end of your personality. Once you have your sun and moon, you can break down each one's house meaning and sign meaning. Ascendant and chart rulers are representations of how everything unfolds and in turn affects how you're molded by your houses and your sign over time. The ascendant is always associated with the first house because the first house represents yourself or your identity. And then the chart ruler is just the planet that represents or that rules your sign in ascendant. From here you'll need a list of rulers for what signs are ruled by what planets. That's pretty easy to Google, but the chart ruler basically represents you in the chart and how you may be developing. Overall, these are the 4 fundamental elements in your chart. To dig deeper into the four fundamentals, you'll need to look at aspects of the four fundamentals, but we'll get more into that later. After those four are the inner planets, which is Mercury, Venus, and Mars, and then the middle planets, Jupiter and Saturn, then last is the outer planets, Uranus and Neptune. With all of these, you refer back to using the houses and signs to decode what they represent in your life. Now, with all these tools, you can look at the charts and start to see how you can interpret them, but don't worry, it will take a little bit of practice at first. I hope that this was a little bit helpful to everybody, and thank you to everybody watching and all my subscribers and fans who have been patient with me. Just comment below, let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to post the next YouTube video. Bye guys.